Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless, the show where we are always striving to find the most obscure answers. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
My name is Kate, this is Doug, we're married and we live in Cambridge.
Couple number two.
Hello, my name's Patricia, this is my husband John and we're from Derby.
Couple number three.
I'm Philippa, this is my sister Janet. She lives in Swansea and I live in Devizes.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, my name's Natasha, this is my husband David and we're from Manchester.
And these are today's contestants. Well done, all of you. Lovely to have you with us. Thank you very much. A very warm welcome. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. If knowledge is power, this guy could light the street lamps in the entire southeast. It's my pointless friend. It's Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Afternoon. Afternoon to you.
Yeah, and to you.
Two returning pairs from the last time. Natasha and David, welcome back, got through to round two. Philippa and Janet got through to the head-to-head, which is very impressive. They got knocked out by Lee and Matthew. Now, Lee and Matthew taught us a valuable, pointless lesson.
Yeah.
That lesson being, if you're given 60 seconds in the jackpot round, take all 60. They went through 59 seconds, giving a series of good answers, but all low scorers, but no pointless answers. On second 60, came up with a pointless answer, won themselves £3,000. Didn't they? It was literally the last thing they said in that entire 1 minute. It was very, very impressive.
Fools.
Was the answer. That was the answer. They were no fools.
They certainly were no fools, so they were brilliant. Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. So you got the gist of that. Lee and Matthew brilliantly won the jackpot last time, so today's jackpot starts off back at our... I think this is the most elegant format of the jackpot, in its most bijou form. £1,000. There it is. There it is. Right there. There it is. 1,000. £1,000. Look at that. Come on. Normally we don't cheer £1,000, but today I think we do. Yes, thank you very much. Right, if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. OK, well, remember, it's the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. So keep your scores as low as you possibly can and everything should be fine. Best of luck to all four pairs. Our first category today is pop music. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns acts with 10 or more UK top 10 singles. Richard.
On each board, we're going to show you 7 UK top 10 singles. They were the first hit singles by bands who went on to have at least 10 UK top 10 singles. But who were they by, please? So 7 on the first board, 7 on the second, 14 bands or artists to guess at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So let's reveal our first board of 7 clues. Here they come. The first singles of big hit artists. Not Fade Away, 1964. Pictures of Matchstick Men, 1968. Girls on Film, 1981. What Have You Done For Me Lately, 1986. It Only Takes a Minute, 1992. Swear It Again, 1999. And The A-Team, 2011. I'll read those names again. Not Fade Away, Pictures of Matchstick Men, Girls on Film, What Have You Done For Me Lately, It Only Takes a Minute, Swear It Again, and The A-Team. There we are. Kate, welcome. Tell us all about yourself, Kate.
Well, I was living in Cambridge and then I emigrated to Canada where I met my lovely husband, Douglas. And then as a couple, when we retired, we had a plan to come back here and here we are.
How long were you in Canada?
30 years.
And you're back in Cambridgeshire?
Yes, we went back to the home of the family, but the main reason we're in Cambridge is because we bought a narrowboat and we saw that the Cam would be a rather nice residence for a boat.
Do you live on the narrowboat?
We live on the narrowboat in Cambridge, yes, it's
Even
fabulous.
in the winter and those fen winds?
You're talking to a Canadian.
Ah.
I learned how to live in the winter,
I
so
see.
It's not really winter.
Fair enough. Has Cambridge changed at all in your absence, or is it much the same?
Yes, there's a lot of new bits, and I just think the improvement has been very good for the city. We ride bicycles. Bicycles are being catered for in Cambridge now, so it's better than it used to be. Obviously, it's the home of the bicycle with students riding bikes. Now everybody rides bikes.
Excellent. Now, Kate, what are you going to go for on this board?
Having been away for years, this isn't my favourite thing, but I am going to
What year did you go? Did you go to Canada?
86.
86. Ooh.
I'm going to go for the first one, Not Fade Away, I hope it's the Rolling Stones.
The Rolling Stones, says Kate. Let's see how many of our 100 people said the Rolling Stones for Not Fade Away. It is the Rolling Stones. Oh, look at that tumbling down the column. There we are, 31. Very well done. Great start to the show.
Yeah, eventually notched up over 20 top 10 singles, the Rolling Stones. That's where it all began.
Not Fade Away, and they didn't.
Correct.
There we are.
Correct.
Thank you very much. Patricia, welcome.
Hello.
Tell us all about yourself, Patricia.
So I'm married to John, got 2 lovely daughters, and I work for the University of Nottingham, and I run research and educational programmes in one of the rehabilitation divisions there.
Very good. And what do you like to get up to when you're not working,
I
Patricia?
like to play hockey, field hockey, and I've played for about 30 years for the same team, which is a team that's been running for 80 years in Derbyshire. And this year's been special because my youngest daughter's been able to start playing with me as well.
On the same team?
Yes.
That's exciting.
So we vary from 14-year-olds up to about 60.
Brilliant. Very good indeed. Patricia, what are you going to go for on our board here?
There's a couple, and I'm not sure which is going to be the lowest, so I'm going to go for It Only Takes a Minute by Take That.
Take That. It only takes a minute. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Take That. It's right. 31's our only score at the moment. 39's where you end up with Take That.
Yeah, 12 number ones they've had to take that, quite apart from top 10 hits.
Wow, that's showing off, isn't it?
Isn't it just?
Thank you very much indeed. Philippa, welcome back.
Thank you
Our
very
golden
much.
couple, Philippa and
Indeed.
Janet from the last show. Lovely to have you with us again. Remind us all about yourself.
Okay, I live in devices. I'm retired now, but I do a lot of things in devices. And I also volunteer at the Wiltshire Museum, which is based in devices.
What's the pride of the Wiltshire Museum?
Well, we have an enormous collection of Bronze Age gold and so on. A lot of stuff from Stonehenge, a lot of the...
That's very exciting. These are sort of hoards from Salisbury Plain and surrounding
exactly,
it.
yeah,
How
so-
exciting.
Yeah, so it's a small museum. It doesn't get much in the way of funding, but it's got a fantastic collection. So.
What's the security like there?
Well, funnily enough, it's quite good now because the bronze collection wasn't actually put out in the museum until the security was sorted out, so...
Oh, God, we missed a chance there, didn't we?
Still, it depends if they've got a laser system. Obviously, because I know that you are a demon with the laser system.
We used to be international jewel thieves, but people often
Yeah.
say, what did you guys do before this? International jewel thieves
Yeah.
was the answer to that. Never, ever got caught,
No.
which is amazing.
I know. We have left single monogrammed gloves all over the world.
Yeah, we really have.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, Philippa, what would you like to go for?
I'd like to go for pictures of matchstick men, please. Status quo.
Status quo, says Philippa. Let's see how many of our 100 people said status quo. It is right. 31 is our low score, 39 our high. And there you are, just above our low score. Very good indeed, Philippa. Well done.
Well played, Philippa. They were a very different band back then as well, sort of slightly more twee, psychedelic type band. If you listened to that song, you wouldn't know it's Status Quo necessarily.
Thank you very much, Richard. And now, David, welcome back. Great to have you with us again, David. Tell us all about yourself again.
So I work in product safety. That's my day job. And then rest of the time, sing with a gospel choir with my wife in Manchester.
Now, there's a story that I heard that when you proposed to Natasha, you surprised her a bit. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Natasha was singing with the choir over in Germany, and I wasn't good enough to sing, but somehow managed to get there undetected and propose on stage while Natasha was singing, and she said yes.
Cue Oh Happy Day, surely, after that. Amazing. Fantastic. David, this board's all yours. Fill in all our blanks for us if you can.
Oh, really struggling with this. So I have a hunch that girls on film, it might be someone like David Bowie. I'm going to have to say someone like Swear It Again with Westlife.
You're going to say Westlife for Swear It Again. OK, Swear It Again, Westlife. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that, but let's see if it's correct first. It is right. Very well done indeed, David. Oh, and down it goes to 13. Very well done indeed. 13 for Westlife. That turned out well.
Nicely done. 10 of their first 11 singles went to #1, Westlife, and the other one went to #2. They've had 25 top 10 singles as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good.
How are you on these other 3? Girls on Film?
Duran Duran.
Duran Duran, yeah, not Bowie. That would have scored you 51 points. What have you done for me lately?
It's Janet Jackson, isn't it?
It is Janet Jackson, well done. 19 points for that. And the A-Team?
That's when little Ed Sheeran, before anyone knew he was going to be massive.
Absolutely right, that was his first UK top 10. 24 points for that. So, best answer on the board was Westlife. Very well played.
Thank you very much, yeah. Good. We are clap happy, this show. This is lovely, all these
good, a lot
extra
of
little
clapping.
bursts of applause. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 13, as Rich says, the best score of the past. David, Natasha looking very strong on the back of that. 31 is where we find Kate and Doug. 32 is where we find Philippa and Janet. And then 39 is where we find Patricia and John. Nice grouping there. But John, you are a little bit ahead. So, yeah, you know what you have to do. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, let's put 7 more UK top 10 singles on the board, and here they are, all of them, the first top 10 singles from these artists. I Was Made to Love Her, 1967, Your Song, 1971, New Year's Day, 1983, Holiday, 1984, My Name Is, 1999, Ponder Replay, 2005, and Acceptable in the 80s, 2007. I'm going to read those again. I Was Made to Love Her, Your Song, New Year's Day, Holiday, My Name Is, Ponder Replay, and Acceptable in the 80s. Natasha, welcome back.
Hello. Thank you.
Remind us all about yourself, Natasha.
Yeah, so I work for a charity in Manchester. We support people in unsupported temporary accommodation. And I've got a dream to set up my own cafe to work with young people. That's something I'd love to do.
How far have you got with this dream?
Well, I've done a couple of courses, I did a Women in Business course. One of the things I want to do is sell pies. So I got the opportunity at a Women's International Week. I actually got the opportunity to sell some pies there. So that, for me...
So you got the pie experience,
Yeah.
and you've got a bit of business experience.
Yeah.
Someone needs to give you some money up front to get the thing going, I guess.
Yeah, I
and
need
take
to
it
win.
from there. OK, you need to win the show
I need
today.
to win the show,
get it
yeah.
going.
Everybody likes a pie.
I like a pie.
Never
love a
shy
pie.
of a pie. Now, Natasha, what would you like to go for? You're on 13, 25 or less, even at this early stage, gets you into the next round.
And I was thinking the one what David did before, I thought, oh, that was brilliant for me. I think hopefully I've got this right. So my name is Eminem.
Eminem, says Natasha for My Name Is. Here's your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Eminem. That's right. 51. I think that's good enough. Takes your total up to 64.
Well played, Natasha. Yeah, it was a #2 hit. It's got a Chaz and Dave sample on it.
No.
Well, them as session musicians. It's a Labby Sifri track that was sampled, and Chaz and Dave are playing it.
See, that's the thing everyone forgets, that Chaz and Dave were exceptional
Exactly
session
right.
musicians.
Played with
Yeah.
all sorts of people.
Amazing. Amazing. Thank you very much. Now then, Janet, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Janet.
I'm a retired teacher, so since I've been retired, I've been doing a lot of family history research.
How far have you got? How's that been?
Well, in 2 branches of the family, I've got back to the 1600s, one being in Norway. So in 2011, I actually went into the home where my great-grandfather was born. I'm the only
In Norway?
In Norway, yes.
Whereabouts? Which bit of Norway was it in?
It's an hour's drive north of Trondheim on a small island called Uterøy. And I'm the
Wonderful.
only member of the family that's been there.
How incredible. What a lovely link to discover. Have you got any family in Norway that you know of?
Yes, at the end of the day, they found me a cousin living in Trondheim.
Lovely.
And I know I've got cousins in Tromsø and Lofoten Islands as well.
Oh, I love the Lofoten Islands. Beautiful. Janet, well done you. Now, you're on 32. If you can score 31 or less, you are into the next round.
This isn't my board
No,
at all.
I had a horrible feeling this might not be. Are any of those feeling like they might be within touching distance?
Not at all, no.
So it's going to be a guess.
Yes. Let's try the second from the bottom one, Coldplay.
OK, Ponder Replay, Coldplay. Here is your red line. Let's see what happens when we say Coldplay. No bad luck, Janet. I'm afraid not Coldplay. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 132, but the round is not over yet.
Yeah, Yellow was Coldplay's first UK top 10 single.
Thank you very much, Richard. John, welcome.
Thank you.
Tell us all about yourself, John.
Yeah, I'm a self-employed painter and decorator.
Have you always been a painter and decorator?
No, I've done a few jobs. I've been...
What was the last one before that?
I was a secondary school teacher.
How long did you do that?
14 years.
And what did you do before that?
Before that I did my uni. Before that I worked in Royal School for the Deaf. But I started my apprenticeship when I left school as a painter and decorator, and it seems that I found my way.
It's all come full circle. And actually, all the while, all the time you were teaching and everything else, or you're just looking around thinking that could do with a lick of paint.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah.
Now, John, there you are. You're on 39. 92 or less keeps you in the game.
Right, OK. Thankfully, I think I do know a couple of them, and I'm going to go for New Year's Day, U2.
U2, says John. Here is your red line, nice and high. Can you get below that with U2? Let's find out. Very well done. Comfortably through. Down to go to 31, taking your total up to a lovely round 70.
Yeah, it got to number 10, in fact. That did. It's about the Polish solidarity movement, you know, Lech Wałęsa's movement.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Doug, welcome to Point. It's great to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
Well, I'm a retired school teacher myself. For 33 years, I taught drama in a rural high school in Canada, where I loved putting on Shakespeare plays.
That just sounds lovely.
Hasn't he just got the loveliest accent?
Hasn't he? Whereabouts in rural Canada were you?
Quebec.
Quebec.
South of Montreal, very close to the US border.
There we are. I'm picturing some log cabins and
Yes,
lots of
exactly.
wildlife. And Doug striding into school. Hi there, morning, to all the nice people who live, the good people who live there. And they're going, oh,
There's
morning, Mr. Doug.
Morning, Doug.
Mr.
How's
Doug.
Shakespeare?
I hope you've learnt your lines, Puck. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Just,
Caribou wandering past.
yeah.
That's lovely. Oh, it's idyllic. What on earth are you doing in Cambridge?
Oh, Doug, yes.
I love it in Cambridge.
I know, I'm sure. There's plenty to love there, too. Now, Doug, you're on 31, which means it doesn't matter what you score here, you're through to the next round. Doesn't matter. But you could have some fun talking us through that board and filling in all our blanks.
I would love to do that. But being a Canadian, the only thing I can think of are things that are close to events in my life that match the dates. I graduated from university in 1971, and I can remember listening to songs of Rod Stewart, so I will say Rod Stewart.
OK, there we are, Rod Stewart. Let's see if your memory of graduation is all it could be. No red line for you, you're already through, but let's see how many people said Rod Stewart. Is it right? Not Rod Stewart. Couldn't matter less. Scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 131, but takes you through to the next round.
And it's the right vintage, I would say. But Maggie May was his first top 10 single, Rod Stewart. This one was...
Elton John.
Elton John. Yeah. Your song. That would have scored 66 points. Now, Holiday.
Madonna.
Madonna. That would have scored 64. Ponder Replay, not Coldplay.
Pont de replay, Rihanna.
Rihanna. Yeah, exactly. Would have scored you 19. Acceptable in the 80s, remember that?
I don't know.
He's had lots of hits with lots of people. It's always featuring someone or other, or him being featured. Calvin Harris.
Ah, right.
Would have scored you 10. And the top one there...
Stevie Wonder.
Stevie Wonder, absolutely. Stevie Wonder would have scored you 16. So the best answer on the board is Calvin Harris.
Thank you very much. Well, we're at the end of our first round, which means we have to say goodbye to one of our pairs, and this really does hurt. Philippa and Janet, our golden couple last time. I'm sorry, this wasn't really your best round, was it? It wasn't your ideal subject, but you did pretty well, though, despite that. Philippa and Janet, it's been lovely having you on both shows. Thank you so much for playing. Philippa and Janet. But for the remaining three pairs, it's now time for round two. Well done, everybody. We made it through that round. Oh, there's some hairy moments in there, I don't mind telling you. David, possibly one of the hairiest, then came out with the lowest individual score of the whole round. What about that?
My heart was thumping.
Amazing. And David and Natasha are lowest combined scorers, so very, very well done. Do you know what, David? I'm going to make a little prediction now, because I'm very, very good at my predictions. Usually when that happens, it's a sign that that pair is going to go on to the final and win. Guys, do you want to just go now?
Get me going.
Anyway, very, very best of luck to all three pairs. Our category for round 2 this afternoon is golf. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, let's find out what the question is. Here it comes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many post-war major-winning golfers with G, O, L or F in their surnames. Richard.
Yeah, anyone who's won one of the 4 men's golf majors, that's the Open, the US Open, the US PGA or the Masters, from 1946 all the way through to May 2019, please, who have one of those letters in their surnames. There's a lot of answers here. I'll tell you now, there are 68 pointless answers. If you're a golf fan, fill your boots in this round. 68 pointless answers.
Thank you very much. I'm just trying to read from the body language how many massive golf fans we've got there amongst our lineup. Maybe Doug. Maybe Doug.
We'll see.
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let's find out.
Doug, what are you thinking?
Oh, I caddied when I was younger.
Oh, did you?
I did.
You have a hearty, healthy interest in golf.
No, not at all. I just made some pocket money. There are a few, I think, that I can name, but I'm pretty sure they're going to be well known. Jack Nicklaus.
Jack Nicklaus, says Doug. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Jack Nicklaus. That's right. And not bad. 11, Doug. Great start to the round. Very good. Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah, not among the 68 pointless answers there, Jack Nicklaus. There's one more than anyone else to date. 18 major titles for Jack Nicklaus.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now, Patricia.
Oh, my dad would be shouting at me if he could see me now. I can't. Watched loads of golf with him, and I can't think of any names other than Tiger Woods.
Tiger Woods. OK, let's see how many of our 100 people said Tiger Woods. I didn't even have time to say it was right. 83 for Tiger Woods.
Yeah, won his 15th major in 2019, Tiger Woods. If anyone's going to catch Jack Nicklaus, it's Tiger.
Thank you very much. David.
Do like my golf. I'm going to say Jose Maria Olazabal, who...
Yeah, well done. Good. Jose Maria Olazabal. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Well, 83 is our high score. You passed that. 11 is our low, and you passed that. Down to 3. Very well done indeed, David.
Yeah, one of the greatest Spanish golfers of all time, Jose Maria Olazabal. 94 and 99 won the US Masters.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's look at those scores. 3, well done, David. You're just going to be our low scorer every time, aren't you, David? Fantastic. Very good. Then we travel up to 11, where we find Doug and Kate, and then up to 83, Patricia and John. So, yes, good luck in the next pass, John. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? So, Natasha, remember, we're looking for major-winning male golfers with at least one of the letters of G, O, L or F in their surname. Oh, Natasha, is this not your favourite round?
No, not at all.
But listen, remember, David has helped you a lot there.
I know.
So between you both, maybe...
I know, I wanted Woods, that was the only one I knew.
Just think.
I know, I'm trying to... all I can think of is other sports. I'm just going to make up a golfer's name. Jose Green.
Jose Green. OK, Jose Green. Here is your red line. I'm just hoping Jose won a major, that's all. That's exactly the right sort of name, though. Jose Green. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. bad luck. Really? Never won a major. There we are. I'm afraid scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 103. You might, between you, have done enough, though.
Yeah, as any golf course greenkeeper will tell you, Jose Green, Hose B fairway. That's the way. That's the way they do it. I like the fact you had to make up a first name and you literally chose the last first name you'd heard.
Thank you very much indeed. John, you're on 83. You have to score 19 or less.
19. Right. OK. Golf isn't my sport, but I'm going to go for... Bernard Langer.
Bernard Langer, says John. OK, here's your red line. If you get below that red line with Bernard Langer, you are into the next round, into the head-to-head. Let's see what happens. Bernard Langer. It's right. It's a good one, John, and down it goes to 5. Very well done indeed, taking your total up to 88.
Yeah, the greatest German golfer of all time, also won 2 Masters.
Thank you, Richard. Now then, Kate.
Not happy.
Oh, no, no.
Another one.
Oh, no.
I'm going to say Jim McGregor.
The great Jim McGregor. How nice it is to have his name mentioned. Jim McGregor. Oh, let's hope he's up there. There's your red line. Jim McGregor. What happens when we say Jim McGregor? No, I'm sorry, Kate. I'm sorry. That scores you 100 points, takes your total up to 111.
Yeah, no, Jim McGregor, I'm afraid. But you know what? There was a someone Green. It wasn't Jose Green. It was Hubert Green. Hubert Green was a pointless answer. Loads and loads and loads of pointless answers here. Let's take a look at a few here. Adam Scott, the Australian, is a pointless answer. Fuzzy Zeller, Henrik Stenson, the Swede. These are all big names. Ian Baker Finch, the Australian. Justin Thomas of America is world number 1 very recently. Marco Mira, another American. You could have had Paul Azinger, Retief Hoosen and Trevor Immelman, both South Africans. You could have had Bob Charles, Bobby Locke, Craig Stadler, Davis Love III. Dustin Johnson was a pointless answer, world number 1. Keegan Bradley, Louis Tazen, Mark Calcavecchia, Ray Floyd, Tom Lehman. There's just the big... There's everybody obscure was a pointless answer here. The top 3 answers were Rory McIlroy, Nick Faldo and Tiger Woods was right at the top.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we find ourselves at the end of our second round. I'm sorry, Kate and Doug. Sometimes we have international rounds that, you could answer and have a really good shot at them, even if you've literally just arrived from Canada. But I'm afraid these two perhaps weren't those. But anyway, it's been lovely having you on here. You'll be on again next time. We'll see you then. Look forward to it very much. Thanks so much, Kate and Doug. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for the head-to-head. Huge congratulations, Patricia and John, David and Natasha. You are now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, currently standing at £1,000. There it is. But here we are, head-to-head. You can start playing as a pair. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for that jackpot. Well, Rich.
That was damage limitation, that last round, wasn't it?
Oh, it's such a shame because so often we have people who really know their golf.
Could have added a lot of money.
Filled their boots, yeah.
Could have done.
Oh, well. Fun for us to watch, though. I mean, Jose Green. I did say, David and Natasha, I was sure you were going to get through to the final, and still, despite Jose Green's best efforts, you're still in the running, so who knows? Anyway, Patricia and John, wonderful first appearance on the show. Golden couple.
Thank you.
All looking very good. Best of luck to both pairs. Let's play the head-to-head. Here is your first question, and it concerns insects. Richard.
5 pictures of insects with alternate letters of their names, but what are these insects, please?
Very good. What are these 5 insects? Here they come. A, LDBR. B, BUBTLFY. C, MNRHBTEFY. D, GRETGRMT. And E, NROKHWE. There we are. Now, Patricia and John, you're our low scorers, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
We'd like to go for B, blue bottle fly.
B, blue bottle fly, say Patricia and John. OK, now, David and Natasha, do you fancy talking us through the rest of that board?
A's got to be a...
Ladybird.
Is that a monarch butterfly? And the other two, something tiger moth, but what could that be? Got a hunch?
No.
I fancy the monarch butterfly.
Yeah.
Yeah?
OK.
Yeah. Monarch.
Monarch butterfly for C. So we have blue bottle fly and we have monarch butterfly. Patricia and John went for blue bottle fly for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said that.
Don't know if it's lower than the other one.
63. David and Natasha, meanwhile, have gone for monarch butterfly for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. It's right, and it wins you the point. Very well done. Down it goes to 38. Well done, David and Natasha. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Let's fill in some of those gaps, shall we? Now, what do you think Ladybird scored? It is Ladybird, of course.
It's got to be in the high 90s.
Let's take a look. 95 points for Ladybird. Now, D, I think you worked out it was a something tiger moth. But a what tiger moth do we think? Where might it live?
Got it. Garden.
Garden tiger moth
garden
is the
tiger moth.
answer. And that would have scored 6 points.
Beautiful.
The best answer on the board is the last one, though. Quite hard to fit in this.
Couldn't.
If I tell you the first word is a county,
Norfolk.
Norfolk, and it's a lovely name. I'd never heard of it before. It's the Norfolk Hawker.
Oh.
Norfolk Hawker. It's a lovely thing to say.
Oh, that'd be a nice name for a narrowboat.
And do you know what the arch enemy of the Norfolk Hawker is?
A peregrine falcon.
No, the Suffolk Hawker.
Thank you, Richard. OK, here comes your second question. Now then, Patricia and John, you have to win this one, stay in the game. But David and Natasha get to answer it first, so good luck. Our second question today is all about Lancashire. Richard.
We've got a couple of Lancastrians here, haven't we?
We certainly have.
Yeah. Just 5 things associated with Lancashire now. Can you give us the most obscure answer?
OK, let's reveal our 5 Lancashire clues, and here they are. Name of England's largest national park, which lies partially in historic Lancashire. Lancashire Town, which is home to the Football League team named Stanley. River that flows from the Yorkshire Dales through Preston into the Irish Sea. The Lancashire men and women tried for witchcraft in 1612 are commonly named after this area, and the name of this colour can precede pool and burn to create the names of 2 towns in the county. I'll read those all again. Name of England's largest national park, which lies partially in historic Lancashire. Lancashire Town, which is home to the Football League team named Stanley. River that flows from the Yorkshire Dales through Preston into the Irish Sea. The Lancashire men and women tried for witchcraft in 1612 are commonly named after this area, and the name of this colour can precede pool and burn to create the names of 2 towns in the county. There we are. Lancashire hodgepodge for you, David and Natasha.
Because of the milk advert, we're going to go for Accrington Stanley.
Accrington Stanley. OK, Accrington Stanley. Now then, Patricia and John, that board is all yours. Do you want to talk us through it?
National Park, Lake District, I think.
Bottom one is Blackpool and Blackburn. Do you know what this is?
The river main? From Yorkshire through Preston. We'll go for the colour preceding pool and burn, black.
Black. OK, so we have Accrington and we have black. David and Natasha went for Accrington. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said it. It's right. 55 for Accrington Stanley. Patricia and John have named black as the colour that precedes pool and burn. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many people said black. It's right. Oh, look at that, 70. Which means, very well done indeed, David and Natasha. As it was foretold, you are going through to the final 2-0.
By the luck of Jose Green. The top one would have got you the point, 23 points for the Lake District. Much lower scorer than black.
Oh, no.
The river that flows from the Yorkshire Dales is the Ribble. Would have scored you 10. And now this next one, These Witch Trials, is a wonderful book by Stacey Halls called The Familiars, which is a novel all about the Pendle Witch Trials. Pendle, the answer there, would have scored 22 points.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Patricia and John, it is you. But great news for us, Patricia and John, you'll be back next time. Look forward to that very much. But meantime, thank you so much, Patricia and John. But for David and Natasha, it's now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, David and Natasha. You have seen off all the competition and you have won our coveted Pointless trophy. You now have a chance to win our Pointless jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £1,000. There we are. Now, listen, I predicted this. You can spot when a couple have just caught the current and they're just going to carry it through, and here you are in the last round. What has to happen now is that you have to win the jackpot. What will help you win that jackpot? What are you after?
Well, yeah, 90s music, if that comes off, that kind of era.
Yeah, Mariah Carey, any of her songs, that'd be great. Why
OK,
not?
well, listen, let's see. You never know what's going to appear on that board. Let's hope there's something that you like the look of. Today's list of 4 reads like this. Antarctica, Mary Queen of Scots, horse films, Portuguese football. How are we feeling about that?
Not that confident. Got an inkling, though.
Is it going to be a process of elimination, or is the one that you quite like?
I reckon probably it's going to be David's going to be the one that's going to be strong in one particular area. Me.
Horse films. Yeah,
obviously, horse films. Yeah.
We'll go horse films.
You're going to go horse films?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, horse films.
Did I put words into your mouth there?
Yeah, you brainwashed him then.
Oh, no, I hope they do all right. Good luck. Horse films.
Okay, we're looking for anybody, according to IMDb, credited with appearing in any of the following 3 films, please. So anyone who appeared in The Horse Whisperer from 1998, anyone who is credited with appearing in Seabiscuit from 2003, or Warhorse from 2011. 3 good films there. Who appeared in them?
Thank you very much. OK, now, as always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of those answers to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
OK, let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There they are. Your time starts now.
Right, Warhorse.
We did watch that. I just don't... Young actors, weren't they? Seabiscuit as well. Do remember watching that, but it was it someone like Judi Dench? Was that... clutching at straws here, but The Horse Whisperer now, that's going back some time.
Have you watched that?
No.
So Judi Dench.
Judi Dench, who's going to be in that?
I'm trying to think.
It's difficult. Let's have a think. Seabiscuit, 2003, who was big then?
2003, Jim Carrey. No,
Jim
not
Carrey, no. Warhorse. I'm going to get this. Warhorse.
Oh, gosh, I can't even think of it.
Was it someone like Jim Broadbent? Was he
10 seconds left.
Let's go for that, Jim Broadbent. So Judi Dench, Jim Broadbent.
And Spike Lee. No.
I'm afraid that is your minute up. Let's have your 3 answers. What are you going to give me?
Right, so we've got Judi Dench, was it?
Judi Dench.
Yeah.
For which one?
That was going to be Seabiscuit.
Judi Dench.
And we were also going to have... can we have Judi Dench again for Warhorse?
Judi Dench for Warhorse.
And Jim Broadbent, The Horse Whisperer.
And Jim Broadbent. OK, of those 3, which one do you want to nominate as your best shot as a pointless answer?
Wow.
Maybe the Broadbent.
Broadbent is...
Yeah.
OK, Jim Broadbent goes last. Least likely to be pointless, I'm guessing, therefore, is Judi Dench. But in which role?
Warhorse, yeah.
Warhorse.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then. And here they are. We have got Judi Dench, Judi Dench, and Jim Broadbent. Well, very, very best of luck. Three answers on the board. Who knows? One of those could turn out to be pointless and win you that jackpot of £1,000. What would you like to do with it if you were to win it? David?
I would, put it towards this business idea that Natasha's got.
Oh.
Very nice indeed. Natasha, what about you?
I feel very selfish, but I'd like I'd like to put it towards, obviously, buying equipment for the business and treating
Superb.
David as well.
Oh, well, that's very nice. You can have the first cup of coffee. That's nice.
Exactly.
Best of luck. Your first answer was Judi Dench, and in this case, we were looking for Judi Dench in the cast of Warhorse. Let's see if that's right. If Judi Dench is right and is pointless, you will leave here with £1,000. How many people said Judi Dench? No, I'm afraid not, in the cast of Warhorse. So, we now turn to Judi Dench in the cast of Seabiscuit. Let's find out if she's pointless there for £1,000. How many people said Judi Dench? No, bad luck. I'm afraid Denchless, both of those films. Jim Broadbent was your third and final answer. In this case, we were looking for cast members of The Horse Whisperer. If Jim Broadbent is right and pointless, you leave here with £1,000. How many people said Jim Broadbent? Oh, bad luck. Well, there we are. You gave it your best shot, but I'm afraid you didn't manage to find that all-important pointless answer. So you don't win today's jackpot of £1,000, but you get to take home a pointless trophy each, and you've played incredibly well across the show, so lots to be proud of.
It's been a very bad time for me to tell you that Jose Green was in The Horse Whisperer, but fortunately he was not. Let's start with The Horse Whisperer, shall we? Take a look at some pointless answers. There's a few of them up there. You can see those. I'll tell you the ones that did score points, because everyone else was pointless. Robert Redford, Scarlett Johansson, Kristen Scott, Thomas, Chris Cooper and Sam Neill. Those were the only ones who scored points. Everyone else was pointless. Seabiscuit, a few answers there, but the only people who scored points there, Tobey Maguire, Jeff Bridges, Chris Cooper again, Gianni Russo, James Keane, Sam Bottoms and William H. Macy. And on to Warhorse. Wonderful. Eddie Marsan up the top there, Liam Cunningham, Peter Mullen, Pip Torrens, the only people who scored points there, Emily Watson, Tom Hiddleston, Benedict Cumberbatch, Jeremy Irvin and David Thewlis. Everyone else was a pointless answer. Well done if you got one at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you once again, David and Natasha. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show, when we will be playing for £2,000. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.